Good morning and welcome for the first time for those of you who are joining us today, or welcome back to those of you who were with us yesterday. So this is the final conference for the UNISECO project, Understanding and Improving the Sustainability of Agro-Ecological Farming Systems in the EU. My name is Kate Irvin, and I'm a researcher at the James Hutton Institute, which is one of the project partners. And I am co-hosting this event, this gathering, with Gerald Schwarz of the Thünen Institute, who is the coordinator for the project. This morning, we have a series of kind of food for thought presentations, and then we will move into some session rooms for what we hope to be some lively discussions. Gerald, let me turn it over to you to just cover a few things and add your own welcome to the day. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Kate. Welcome to our second day also from my side. It's great to have you back, and also welcome to all those of you who are here for the first time in this event. So welcome to our workshop today. So today we continue our discussion of agroecological transitions. Yesterday we focused in particular on providing you and discussing an overview of the project results from the UNISECO project, both with more kind of general overview in the morning and then the more detailed results in the afternoon and all the parallel sessions and at the booth. And today we want to build on this, and we will have more presentations on the European Agroecology Partnership, and also on two other projects, on the Already project, which is one of the CSAs that is involved in the preparation of the Agroecology Partnership, and also the LIFT project, which is the sister project to UNISECO, so also working on ecological farming, agroecological farming, addressing the same issues as UNISECO, and we will also have an introduction on the LIFT project. And as Kate said, those are mainly food for thought then for a discussion that we would like to do with you in three groups after that, picking up kind of key issues on agroecological transitions, and maybe reflecting also how the different projects, where are synergies, and how we can contribute also to the European Agroecology Partnership and other policy developments such as the CAP strategic plans. But maybe before I go briefly through the agenda, just a quick reminder on some of the technical issues, in particular for those who are here today for the first time. Alexandra, if you maybe could move to the next slide. Thank you. So just to outline a couple of things, again, on the browsers, we recommend to use the latest version of Chrome and Firefox, really to be able to fully use Hop-in and to reduce the risk of problems during the workshop today. So if you're using another browser, it might be worth of switching for the workshop to Chrome or Firefox. Then in terms of asking a question at any time, please use the stage chat. We will monitor the stage chat throughout the workshop. So this is a kind of constant opportunity to provide comments, questions, whenever comes something to your mind that you would like to add something or have a question, please add this into the chat. Later we will be in sessions, and again there is the chat box there for you to use. And of course also when we are in the discussion sessions, we will enable the opportunities then also, if you want to speak, to activate your audio and your video, so that we can have an exchange also, not only through the chat box. And finally, and quite important, of course, is if there are any technical issues, then please contact Avi and Alexandra, you can see the email there on the screen, and I think we can put the email addresses maybe again in the state chat box so that everybody has the email addresses. And in case anything happens at your end and there is a question on how to reconnect or so, please send an email, and if Alexandra will try to help out as much as they can. And at this point, also a big thank you to Evie and Alexandra, and also to Katalin for providing all the technical support for this event and also setting us up here. That's really fantastic. Thanks a lot. So I think that's all I had to say on the technical requirements issues. I think experience shows something is going to go wrong. Something happens, something always happens. This is how it is, and we will just work around it and do our best to find solutions. But I think yesterday it overall worked well, and we could have a good exchange. So fingers crossed that will be the same today. So I don't know, Kate, do you want me to briefly maybe show the agenda just so that a little reminder for the program today? So as you can see, we are a little bit behind schedule, a few minutes, but I think we have a bit of flexibility in the program. So we will start now with the set of presentations, as I said before, on the European Partnership on Agroecology, on the Already project, on the LIVE project, and also briefly on the UNISECO project, but we will not repeat in detail what we've been discussing yesterday. So it's more a few slides, and then picking up some of the issues that link us to the discussion after that. So at 10:30, we will then have a break, and then a 15-minute break, and then we go into the 3 groups for the discussions, and we will focus the discussions on a couple of questions. How can actors throughout the value chain be engaged in agroecological transitions? This is something that also links to the various discussions we had yesterday on barriers, and in particular barriers, but also drivers in relation to value chains, wider food system aspects, and how to engage the actors. That relates also to the multi-actor platforms, for example. And then how can the future CAP effectively support agroecological transition? So about which instruments should be strengthened, what are the particular mechanisms that have the potential there to be effective? And I think, as I said, what we have in mind is to have the discussion a little bit then also in the context of the different projects and the partnership, and where are synergies in terms of contributing to the development there. And then in the end, the last session is a roundtable discussion where kindly a number of you have agreed to give some introductory statement, comment, and so we'll start with a roundtable discussion and then open the floor on future research topics to support agroecological transitions. And we will close around 1 o'clock with a very quick summary outlook to a couple of next events, so that we might run 5 minutes late around 1 o'clock that we close the event. And I think that's all, Kate, that I would want to show now, because I think we have a full program again, and I suggest that we start then with the different presentations.